Hey, what is up guys? GuitarRock here, welcome back to another Brown Dust 2 video. Now, you might be wondering, okay, is this the second video? Yes, it is. So, big shout out to Phoenix Wright for letting me know this. Completely overlooked this particular point. Wait, where is it? So this particular point right here, right? So with this boss, you can use Raffina to remove the barrier. Alright, so the boss has a mechanic where this particular boss right here, I completely overlooked that particular skill, this conditional skill. You can see if you do 10 chain, he has 10% vulnerability right here. But if you scroll down, you can see apply a 90% barrier to all parts for 30 turns. Completely overlooked that. So if you are struggling, you need to use Raffina. I would say Raffina is pretty much essential to try to remove the barrier from the boss. Not this particular costume, but this particular one. Alright, you can see remove the enemy's barrier and energy guard, so very good in that sense. So everything else is still pretty much the same with the previous guide that I uploaded. I'm not sure if I'll leave that up or not. Maybe I'll remove it because it's like there's like construction noise in the background as well. My neighbor was like drilling all over. Regardless, the boss GRIDLIN Fire has one weak part, 500% damage. You ideally want to go in just in front, and you want to use physical team first because Raffina, right? Remove the barrier so that second team you are able to do more damage. So let's go. This is level 10. Alright, we're gonna see something in my teeth. As per usual, so this is going to be how the sequence of how you want to do this, right? Let me turn off the face cam. As you can see, start off with this. I would say the best way to go all in is to amplify first. Don't do anything on Hikage and just Wilhelmina for now. Now, you're gonna see why later, right? Because the boss is going to activate this first condition, right? So Raffina do that. Hikage just one hit. Wilhelmina go to the front. Okay, so just like that for now. Now the boss is going to use that. Okay, so now the boss has barrier, which I completely overlooked. This is the one that will decrease damage. So if you want to do more damage, you need to remove the barrier. So we're going to use that skill. So now everybody can go all in. Now we have enough SP to go and do insane damage. Now if you spam Hikage first turn, there's really no point to do that, right? Because there's just you're not going to be able to do that crazy of a damage. But this is the one that you can see. Now we can do way more damage, right? Okay. So now the boss is going to fire this boom. Forgot to mention that put your two tankiest character at these two slot right here, right? If Hikage is tankier, then just swap them something like that around, right? But regardless, the next turn, now this one we're gonna move them here so we don't get hit. So back to what's the name again? Liberta, and then Raffina don't have to do anything. And then we save a little bit of SP. SP, don't waste this one. Like I noticed, like SP is a big issue, alright? You're gonna be lacking a little bit of SP right here. Boom. Okay, do as much slice as you can. If you don't have Hikage, feel free to use Lethal. Lethal works here just as well. You can use the Homunculus Lethal to buff. There's also Therese as an option. There's also, what's the name? You can also use a Blade just to basically increase damage taken. Now, this particular turn 7, you can notice like nothing can be done for Liberta right here. So we're gonna go back to set up Rapitia. We're gonna go back to just not do anything for now, and just these two characters are going to attack for now. Boom. Okay, bam. So this will do way more, right? So removing the barrier definitely allows you to do like a little bit more damage, definitely. Okay, now the last one, earlier the boss just applies stack augmentation, increase damage there by 100%. So this is where we're gonna do a lot of damage. Alright, so we're gonna go again, amplify this boss, and then there's no need for us to remove barrier anymore. There's only one time barrier has been removed. Okay. So go here, do this, and do this. Bam. Let's see how much will this do, right? Okay, so this is going to very decent damage right here. Alright. So now, boom. So this particular round is a little bit tricky. You won't have enough to spam all the skills. So my advice is just use Bunny Celia, and then put two of your tankers character right here. Two of the characters are going to get hit. In this case, Livia and Celia. Make sure they have defense % gears on the defensive gears, because boss is going to do a lot of physical, right? So as per usual, we are going to go with this, and then Yumi is going to be our main DPS. So Diana in line with Yumi because she is going to do that. A lot of damage right here. Okay, so that's way more. And boom. Okay, oh shoot, Livia died. That is a little bit unfortunate. You know what? Maybe I might need to do this. I don't know if Diana will die or not. Okay, if Diana survive, then I am going to just put it in this position. Since Livia is not doing anything just yet, the first skill does a lot of damage. The second skill, at least we can do energy guard later. Bunny Celia, Livia normal hit. We don't have enough SP to spam Livia's the other skill anyways, right? So now hopefully these two can survive. Okay, good job Diana in surviving that. So now, this is the tricky part. The boss is gonna go, so we're gonna shift the characters right here. So everybody in the middle will somehow get hit. There's nothing for you. You can't really avoid that. So we have to try our best to go in with Diana's this particular skill right here, right? This is going to mean that a lot of them are gonna get hit. But notice we don't have quite enough SP. It's a little bit annoying. If Diana don't move, then ooh, this is tough. But actually for me at level 10, that's going to be more than enough. But ideally, you want Diana to go with this, right? But you can see we don't have enough SP, so you might have to sacrifice not moving with Livia, not moving with Celia for the time being, and then using Celia later on. Actually, let's see if I can survive this, because even though it says KO, sometimes you never know. It's probably going to be more than enough actually. Okay, let's see if I die. Oh, we survived that. So in that case, I mean we survived that because we did that. You know what? What if I do this, right? What if I do this? This is going to be the better option. Boom. Bam. Okay. Huh, that's way better. Okay, so what if you are going to need to continue from that point onwards? I'll show one more scenario. Okay, let's use level 11 boss to showcase the same scenario. If you were to continue, what would be the best option? Obviously, you want to move characters here. As you can see, Diana is going to be in a very dangerous position, right? So the boss has a very high chance of KOing you, right? So if I don't do anything here, this is level 11 by the way, right? That means the boss is gonna do way more damage. Boom. Let's see if I survive this, right? I'm just curious. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So I think this is gonna kill me. Oh wait, even though it says KO, you actually don't even need to use that. Okay, so okay, this one is like does way less than the other one, so I wouldn't worry about that particular skill that much. Okay, so in that case, you don't even have to worry about energy guard, right? By that time, we can now go all in again. All right, for the last one, right? So this is turn 15, and this will be the second highest, I think, in terms of the damage. Okay, the OT in, and then we can yeah, so Livia, one person has to sacrifice, so I guess we go back to chain and then just go with Yumi. Yumi will do the last one. Now level 11, obviously you're gonna need 3 team. I can also show you guys my 3 team, right? My 3rd team right here. So that's going to do a little bit of DOT. Bam, that will kill everyone. Okay, so now the last one, this is, I'm going to use physical team again. You can see all of these characters are, as per usual, who is going to be our main DPS in this case. We got Sylvia. Okay, do I have enough to do that? Okay, I do have enough. So the thing is, right now, alright, GRIDLIN is going to do that, right? As again, very painful, and you can see he's just gonna KO everyone and destroy everyone, which is very annoying. Now I'm not sure if I'll be able to survive this. Let me see if this team can survive this. If not, I have to improve the gears. but this is going to be somewhat what I will do in the last one. So that's going to apply the main DPS, and then we go in with this first. Hopefully Sylvia at least survive. If not, ooh, okay, that is yeah, that is brutal, right? So if you can't survive that, definitely need to improve on the gear side. In that case, we sacrifice Ares, right? So 2% has to be sacrificed right here. Can anyone else survive? No. That one does a lot of damage. Alright, you gotta like have some gears, because I don't have any like, you know, you ideally want to have defense. I have like some characters that have defense HP. So that's why it's not consistent in that sense. Okay. So that will be boom, double KO, unfortunate, but hey, it's what it is, you know? Okay, so the last one, this will be the determining factor, right? Of how much damage we can do, as much as I can. Maybe might not be able to get rid of level 11, but we'll see, right? Alright, decent damage. Surprise Sylvia still lasts in here, okay. And that's going to be what I can do. It's going to hit me again. And the last one. Okay, I'll need to figure out gears for the third team, right? But I guess I figured, you know, if you can't do up until level 11, this is going to be good enough. So again, big shout out to Phoenix for letting me know about the barrier. Completely overlooked that part, but hey, this is going to be a better guide. I might just unlist my previous video so that you guys only get one guide, or else you guys will be confused why is there two guides, right? And yeah, make sure you guys stay tuned for the next video. I'll have one more guide coming for, I think a lot of people have been asking me to do PvP guide. I'll definitely have that, but this week a little bit tight, a little bit busy. Plenty of live streams coming soon, but hey, I'll see you guys again very soon. Neighbors drilling again. Take care, have a nice day, goodbye.